Well, John, Championship football confirmed for 25-26. Just talk us through your emotions right now.
Yeah, it hasn't quite sunk in yet. I think the sort of state of the game in the second half, very, very similar actually. So to backtrack to how I felt this time last year when we spoke and we'd won the league off the back of that crazy game at home to Barnsley, and because I was so engrossed in the game and hadn't quite processed it yet, you just feel very similar to after most games, just a bit of relief. I think it will sink in over the next couple of days. It's a really, really big achievement for the football club. We have to make sure that we don't lose sight of that, and I think everybody's been realistic about it, and we build again for next year.
Is there an aspect of relief about it as well?
Yeah, definitely. I think relief in looking at the table now and looking how tight it is, and I've said this consistently over the past certainly sort of 3 or 4 months when we've picked up points, is that sides down the bottom are going to win. They're going to win games, and we were looking at, I think, around sort of February time, and people were talking about 45, 46 points being enough, and I knew it wasn't going to be enough. I thought 50 would be enough. That might not even be enough now. So it was really important that we kept at it. We didn't, we made sure we weren't concerned with anybody else, and just got the job done.
It's been such an up and down year, so many highs, so many lows, but how does it feel to be stood here now knowing that there's nothing to worry about and it's all done, it's all secure?
Yeah, it feels great. It feels great, but we have to look at those highs and look at those lows and try and learn as much as we possibly can from them. We didn't win, we won one game in the first 15, including the cup game, which wasn't good enough. And when we showed sparks of recovery at home, we couldn't quite put it together away from home. The biggest thing for me, the most pleasing thing has been, I think, since the West Brom game, I think we've been in every single game that we've played and we've competed, and that's the big takeaway for me, is that we have to get to this level and compete. We just didn't compete in enough games, particularly away from home and at the start of the season. So we've been a lot more solid. We still haven't necessarily won as many games as we needed to away from home, or maybe as many games as reflected the performances, but that's been something that has been a big area of improvement for us, and to be honest, when it came down to it, we did it on Friday.
Like you said, made quite hard work of it today at some point. How do you reflect on the game overall?
I thought we were really good for the first 25 minutes, thoroughly deserved the goal. I thought we put a lot of pressure on Watford's goal at the Milton end, and naturally after that Watford came back into it a bit. I thought Nico made a brilliant save, brilliant save. There's a lot of people talking about Trafford's save, I think, on Friday. Unfortunately for Lauser and for Watford against the same player, so I think it was Lauser anyway. But made a brilliant save here to keep us winning the game. And second half, I thought the red card didn't help us. It just didn't help us at all. We couldn't figure out how to play against 10 men. We made some really, really poor decisions. We couldn't control the game, and even with all that, we still had chances to put the ball in the back of the net, and we just didn't manage to do it. And so a combination of everything made it a very, very tough sort of 55 minutes.
Despite the result, though, and despite the performance, the result, you secured that, and another clean sheet as well, which is a great platform to build off.
Yeah, I mean, defensively, I thought a very, very solid display, and the back four, 2 centre halves in particular, I thought were excellent. We come to expect that now from Connor Ogilvie in particular. So maybe when he puts in those displays, we just think, that's Connor at this level. But really, really good display for the back four, the goalkeeper. So building on the clean sheet was massive. The win was the most important thing, and we know that no matter how we did it. But we did play some very, very good football in the first half. So I guess we earned the win.
A few more points about the game. Obviously, a couple of injuries. It looked like Colby and Murph. How are they doing? Do you know anything about those?
Colby's just cramped up, just absolutely dead on his feet, which I think sums up where we are as a team. Players willing to put their body on the line. I mean, Colby's a perfect summary of the fact that he came back from what he came back from this year. Has scored 11 goals, massive contribution, and Murph, I think, has just taken a whack. So players were completely dead on their feet today after Friday, but we didn't make any changes because I thought the team would be right to play today, and everybody put in a shift.
And 2 more subs towards the end of the game. Obviously, Connor Shaughnessy coming back, and then I think you said last week, a 99.9% of not seeing chance of not seeing Callum Lang this season, but there's always that 0.1%, isn't there?
Yeah, I didn't say 100%, did I? So, with both of those, again, we had original dates. Langy out for the season. We had Shocks penciled back in for Hull. Langy's rehab was accelerated, so we penciled Langy in for Hull. And then prior to the Derby game, we'd lost 4 out of 5, and we had a sort of sit down with the medical team and said, look, what are the possibilities of getting Langy and Shocks back a bit quicker? We accelerated Rob, so we brought Rob forward by a week. And the answer was, look, it's a bit of a risk, but we can do it. So fair play to the lads, fair play to the medical team. Actually, the response from both of them when we spoke about getting them back for the for this game today was, why can't we do Norwich? So it's a good summary of how committed these boys are. So brilliant to see them back on the pitch today.
And the feeling at the end must have been great when the final whistle went, and it was sort of like a carnival atmosphere towards the end as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just relief, really. The atmospheres this season have been absolutely incredible, home and away, and we've taken some real beatings away from home, and the fans have stuck with us. That's been a real sort of abiding memory of mine, particularly the West Brom game. I do remember walking over and thinking, I think my credit's done here, because we were so poor again that day. But again, walked over to the away end at West Brom. Fans are still singing my name. Fans are in that sort of raucous mood. And I think because everybody saw the direction we were trying to take. The group, they saw the work rate. It was never for lack of work rate. I think that we didn't pick up results, but it's been a really, really important part of it, home and away from home. It's been really important to have the fans on side through some very, very dark times and pull us out the other side.
I know you won't want to talk about it, but even some fist bumps at the front end from you as well. That must have been a good feeling, though.
Yeah, I didn't think I could. You know what I'm like. I don't normally like doing it until we've actually done something. So if we hadn't scored our safety today, you would have seen me clap all four sides and walk off. But I thought it was deserved, same as Lincoln last year. So I don't mind doing it in these circumstances.
What did you say to the players at the end in the dressing room?
Just that it's been thoroughly deserved, and really, really proud of the group, and I think the players should be proud of themselves because it's been such a difficult season and it's a big, big achievement with everything that we faced. But also, well done. But this is sport. This is football. We've got to go again next year. We've got to take all of the things that we've learned this year and improve. I think we're going to give the lads a little bit of a time off now. I think that's been thoroughly earned. Been pretty much in solid for the last 2 weeks, so a little bit of time off. But also that we need to finish the season as strongly as possible, because first of all that's the right thing to do. We've got to make sure we don't pick up any injuries, and try and finish strongly so we can roll into next season. What's
the mood like in there amongst the lads? It must be buzzing in there.
I think it's great, but again, it's weird because we want to get the right balance. How big of an achievement is to stay in the league, but also go, okay, fine, good, that's good. Let's take the next step as a football club. What do we want to be? Do we want to be players, coaches, a football club that's just happy sort of staying in the Championship? And I know the answer is no. So well done for this season. Let's build again next year, and let's keep pushing our ambitions up as high as we can.
And like you say, whilst there's 2 games left of this season, I suppose it gives you a bit of security and safety to go ahead and plan for next season as well at the back of your mind.
Really important, really important point. We managed to do it over the past couple of seasons. We knew we weren't in the playoffs my first season here, so we could start planning for that summer transfer window, and I think we brought 15 players in. Same again last year, we had a 2-week head start on everyone else, or at least a 10-day head start, and I remember we beat Barnsley here on the Tuesday. We did give ourselves one more day, but then Rich and I were back in at the back end of that week planning for what we were going to do for the Championship season, so we're going to do the same tomorrow. We've actually got a couple of meetings, a couple of calls tomorrow. I know it sounds boring, but that's the most important thing that we need to push on and start planning for next year.
And I know you won't like this, but on behalf of everyone, congratulations to you as well.